Hey guys, oh my God. I can't actually believe that it's the last day of February. I don't know about you, Nick, but I feel like
January.
January, nearly the first of February, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I feel like this month has just gone in like a blink of an eye. And now we're talking about getting ready to transition to spring summer. I feel like this has been long awaited for me and Nick, because we're spring summer girls.
Yeah,
Like we're all about the spring summer waxes,
absolutely.
all about spring summer everything, sun, beaches,
Yeah, bring it
flip-flop,
on.
warm weather,
Light
like
nights.
yeah, all of that is our jam.
Yeah.
So we're not really fans of the winter, and I'm not a fan of all the winter scents, so I'll be completely honest. But anyway, so for those of you, just pop in the chat for me. Those of you that have never done a transition before into a new season, just so we can have a little look and see how many of you this is like your first ever transition into a new one. So yep, Gemma, first one.
Get my glasses, my other ones.
Go for it. Katie's first one, Gemma's first one. Yeah, there's a few of you. A few of you. Gemma, just check you've got your hand up. Is there something you wanted to ask? Or Gemma Abbott, that
No.
is. No, you didn't mean to do that, no? No, cool. Not a problem. So quite a few of you, this is your first transition. You might have been hearing that word thrown about, and you might be thinking, like, what do they mean? I see this every month. Basically, we have this month that's like in between the two seasons, and we actually used to transition a month earlier. We used to transition in February, and it never really felt right because February wasn't quite summer for me. And then I wasn't quite ready for it. And I feel like now we've moved, the catalogue's been moved, and we're now actually going into spring summer catalogue in March. That feels right to me. It feels like that's spring. March is spring. February wasn't quite there. Sometimes it snows in February, right? And then when it does, I'm like, ready for the cozy scents again. So
And when
basically,
it was the other way round at the end of the season, when we
yes,
started doing autumn winter in August, do you remember that? And it was like,
yeah.
no, it
It
needs to
just
be
never
September. Yeah,
worked, did
it
it?
wasn't.
So they've changed it, and now we're in this season where we're now going to be starting spring summer in March, and it means that February is basically called transition month. It's the month before we transition into a new catalogue. So that's basically what it means when you see that word being thrown about. And all it means is that it's time for us to have a sale. So you're going to get 10% off, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. And it's time for you to get ready to throw the old catalogue out and bring in the new catalogue, which is pretty freaking amazing. I feel like I say this every time we get a new catalogue. I'm like, it's amazing. They just seem to do well every time we get a new catalogue. I'm like, oh, it's incredible. But this one is
It's
probably
definitely the best one, I think, for probably a couple of years, if I'm
yeah.
completely honest. Warmers and everything, and the way they've done the outlay as well, how it's changed, I think, has definitely made some really good, like different decisions the way they put it out.
It together. It's really
Yeah,
simplistic, isn't it? Like
yeah, really like it.
there's no fluff in there. There's not loads of words in there. There's not too much to read. Like when I like a product catalogue, I'm all about just looking at the pictures. I don't
Yeah.
want to read like loads of words. So I agree. I think it's a really simplified catalogue, and I like it. I love that. So, Nick, do you want to start with the like
Yep.
some of the tools that are coming and what sort of happens
Yep.
on the 1st of February?
Yes. So, obviously, we need some tools to use for our new spring summer catalogue, and appreciate that obviously it costs money. So, we're going to be giving you sort of the cheapest way to do it, all variants of, you can spend as much as you want, or you can try and spend as little as your budget allows. So, there are lots of tools that you can buy. And tomorrow I did look on two different news articles, and one said that from 8 o'clock that the workstation will be up functioning, although quite sort of basic. And then on that one, it said 9 o'clock that tools would be available. But then on the other one, it said 10 o'clock. So Lisa, I don't know if you know if it's 9 or 10.
So I've literally just had an SSD call, and I'm hoping
Right.
I don't think this is NDA. This is coming out in an article, whether it's already on the workstation. There is going to be like some maintenance being done. We went for a phase where just literally woke up and it was all on there at 9 o'clock. But there is going to be a maintenance period. It's not going to be your usual blue screen. It's going to be something that looks a bit like a queuing screen. So if you
Right.
get that, don't panic. I don't know how long it's going to be down for. That was the only thing. Hopefully that will be on the article. So keep your eyes on the workstation this evening, guys, and there should be an article about it.
Okay, but yeah, so as of tomorrow, obviously not early doors, but as of tomorrow, everything is available for you to purchase. So they do a new season kit, which works out £67, and that includes a pack of 20 catalogues, the transition fragrance tester set, which has got like your 40 cent, let's just say half all the ones that are going, they're going to be replaced. So all your staple ones like Luna, coconut lemongrass, clothesline, all of those ones obviously stay all year. So the little tester pots will just be a Hessian bag, and it will be about 40 odd cents of the new ones. So it will just make up your new kit. The scented stickers, it will include of the 10 brand new scents, and I think you get 72 stickers on each sheet, and the product lists and the product training guide. So you get all of those things in the business kit, which is £67, or you can buy things separately. So if that's too much for you and you didn't want to get all of that, that's absolutely fine. There is no right and wrong. Personally, I think it would benefit every business to have the catalogues. There are product sheets that are much cheaper, and I think they're normally about £4.50 for a sheet of a pack of 50. They are brilliant, and if you haven't got the budget for catalogues, that's fine, and that's a cheap tool for you. But I personally think the catalogues are well worth the investment. They're £10.50 or something, and I think we do get 10% off during February. So I think they work out about £9 something for your 20 catalogues, which I would say is a must to move your business on, because the catalogues do sell products, and it is something that you need to look through. And I use my catalogues all the time to look through them. So the catalogues, I would say, is an essential really to move on. And obviously the fragrance tester set. Now, I would say that's an absolute must, because it is the smells that make your business, that you can sell your products from. Those two things I think you can't be without. If you get the catalogues, you don't need to get the product sheets. I don't always buy the product sheets unless I get the business kit. The product training guide is not an essential, in my opinion. And the stickers, again, if you're on a really tight budget, that's not an essential. And you can buy the stickers individually for £3 per cent on the workstation, in the consultant store all year round. I actually looked the other day, because me and Georgie were doing some packs, and I said about getting stickers for the room sprays, so that we could send out a sheet with the stickers for the room sprays, because actually the stickers work really well. So if there are options, you can spend as much as you want or as little as you want, but I would definitely say catalogues, the fragrance testers are an absolute non-negotiable for you to move into your new catalogue and be able to share everything. You want to get those smells out and get those borrow bags out. Without those two items, you can't really do that. And I do think, actually, for a whole new season, for the next 6 months, for us to have all of the tools to market our business for £67, I think is really, really good and really, really reasonable. So I think it's well worth every penny. And with the stickers, you can. So I've done this pack the other day. I want to come back to that, but you can, with the stickers, which is what I use now. I don't always sample the wax straight away. I'd literally send out the sticker sheets. I didn't print off the one that's available on the workstation, because I just didn't go down the office. But I created ones like this, that's just got have a sniff, and these are last chance, whereas I have got ones as well that says new season. So if you was only buying a few stickers, you could do your own version like that and just put a few stickers on. But the stickers work really, really well for getting out to your customers. They are literally paper thin, so they are cheap to send. They are lightweight. They are perfect. So they're really good. The stickers I absolutely love. So if you're thinking, I can't afford the wax sales kit, which is all the 10 new bars, which is 72.50. You don't get them sort of cheaper than catalogue. So if you can't afford the waxes, the stickers are an amazing new thing. They've been around probably a few years now. And it's definitely the way that we've been, I think me and Lacey, we've both been doing it, haven't we, for a few years now. And it sort of works because it keeps cost to a minimum and it does the job. You know, you can smell them. So I think it's, you know, a really, really good way to do, like, to move into your next catalogue. So I think that business kit is really good value.
Yeah, you always say, don't you? Every year, I think I bought one of the business kits, and I actually put my own together. And Nick was like, "It's cheaper to buy the business kit." She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, I can't. My brain can't like fathom it all. So the business kit is worth the money.
It is really good. If you want to go all out and you want all of those items, which, you know, will get you off to a great start, and we'll see you through the next 6 months. It's not like it's an initial thing. We do it twice a year. So the 6 months, £67 for all the tools you need for your business is not a lot, in my opinion. But, you know, I appreciate everyone's got budgets. And I would say literally at the very least, the fragrance tester kit, and it's called a transition fragrance tester kit, not the whole kit. You just need the transition one if you've already got your pots. That's it. Yeah. So that's that. If for some reason you haven't got the autumn winter or you want a new one, then you can buy the whole bag, the black bag. You can buy the whole thing for, I think it's about £40. There you go. Mine's actually out. I dropped mine off today.
That's an old one. That one is old, by the way. I haven't mine are out, but that is an old one. Should I just add on?
Oh, that's that. Yeah.
Gemma asked, like, what are the stickers? Gemma, if you've not seen these before, they come in our scent of the month kit, and they are you literally rub them and you smell them, and they are, as Nick said, so much cheaper. We've done our packs this way for a really long time. A long time ago, I used to cut up all the bars and send my packs out, but each pack was probably costing me nearly £2.99. Well, they were less back then because postage was less.
Yeah, it's a large letter as opposed to that can go as a normal letter.
That can go as a normal letter, can't it? Whereas, before I was sending stuff as a large letter or a small parcel. Yeah. And when you're sending out, I sometimes I might send out 50 packs, and we'll talk about the packs in a minute. But if I sent out 50, you imagine a small parcel size at £2.99 each. That's costing you some money to get your business off and running on a new season. And we want to spend as little as possible, and we want to make as much money as possible, right? That's the aim of the game. So these are a game changer because you can post them. And then I also love the fact that it's an easy follow-up, because people will go, "What is this sticker that you've sent me?" And I go, "Oh, rub it." And they're like, "Oh my God, you can actually smell it." And it's like, it's a great follow-up tool. Whereas a slice of wax, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me.
They're also brilliant as well. I mean, I love the stickers, and I've got a big bundle now from years gone by. And me and Georgie literally done our packs the other day, and we did these last chance ones. This is actually a flash sale thank you pack that I've done, and I know it's late, but it actually smells amazing. It actually has got obviously one of those last chance to buy, and I've done that purposely because I had quite a few to post. And so I thought I want to put all of them in together. So I didn't want to do that too early. So I've done it towards the end of the month. So all my flash sale people have all got the last chance and the discontinued list of wax and a product sheet. I'll put out and use, I know it's here. And I highlighted everything that was discontinuing for them. That was in my packs. But, you know, because we want to keep postage to a minimum, anything that you send out, any orders that you get this month, put them in the orders. You know, I literally only post to my VIPs. I don't post to everyone, just my VIPs that request them. And I send them out. Otherwise, they go in orders to keep, you know, cost to a minimum, because otherwise, you know, you don't want to spend loads of money. And then gradually I might, you know, ask different groups of people and send them out in time, you know, and do it like that. But they are brilliant because they on every bit of post that I've got, even if it's nonsensy, I put a sticker on the envelope.
Yeah, they're well worth.
I love them. They're absolutely brilliant. I use them all the time. They're just a great tool to have.
Angela's asked about the stickers for the room sprays. So Angela, if you go onto Workstation and go to the consultant store, when you get a catalogue, you can look at what fragrances the room sprays come in, and you just purchase as many of the stickers as possible that are available in those scents. So, like, for example,
I think it's Luna, Amazon Rain, Clothesline, Coconut Lemongrass.
It's a lot of the classics.
Hello, Orchid, yeah. There's a lot. You can also get it for flowers as well. It's a good, because me and Georgie said for events and things, when we do events, having the tester pots, or if someone says, oh, what's that? You know, we can have a sticker sheet to say, right, there are all the flower fragrances, have a smell. So for us, that, you know, we're going to use them for that moving forward as well, which is, again, it's so easy. They're easy to transport, and it's just everything all on one page. So for certain different product groups, like flowers, sprays, you can use the stickers. I think they're just genius. I really do.
Clever. I will just add as well on the kits, when it comes to cost, and this is like a really good tip. If you've got a party that's open, that's got credit on it, and you've got an order to go in tomorrow. So for example, let's say my customer wants, I don't know, a 6-pack of wax, and I've saved it to put in tomorrow. I could close my party, put my customer's 6-pack of wax in as my credit, and then my customer's going to give me £36, and I could put that towards my business tools kit. So, all right, you're giving up your PRV because you don't get PRV on your credit items. But if you're really struggling money-wise, and 67 is a lot of money, you know, right now, and I completely get that, especially at the end of the month when mortgages are going out and the beginning of the month and all of that, you could play about with your parties so that kit could cost you nothing if you've got enough orders to put through as credit.
Yeah.
So that's just something, or maybe you've got a half price that you can use. So there is ways round purchasing these items.
Yeah.
All this season print stuff, so catalogues, product sheets for like autumn winter is also 50% off. But I mean, I never buy any extras. My aim is to get it all out in February, and we'll talk about how to work February in a bit, but my aim is to get it all out the door. So I don't often go back, but if you're somebody that's got no catalogues and you're like, I've got a party this month, you can get 50% off all your catalogues this month, which makes them an absolute bargain. So absolute bargain.
Yeah. Also, the other sales kits that we haven't talked about yet are, you've obviously got a warmer kit, which is, there's 5 warmers in the warmer kit. And actually, I'm really excited because I saved some cash from my events that I'd done before Christmas, and thought I don't really want stock sitting in my office over Christmas. So I actually saved it knowing that I would use it for kits and things. And so I can't wait actually tomorrow to buy the new warmer kit, because it is 200 and something pound. So it doesn't work out any cheaper, but obviously you get PRV on it. And I'm happy to buy it because I've got that cash that I did earn in December. And it's got 5 really good warmers in it. I was so happy. I said to you, Lise, didn't I, about a week or so ago, I was like, oh, I really hope the catalogue's got some good warmers, because my warmers indoors really need changing up. I said, and I really want some new warmers for indoors. And you said the same, didn't you, Lise? And I said, my one in my kitchen's a bit manky now. And so I'm so excited to get the kit tomorrow, the warmer kit, because there are 5 really, really good ones in there. So we do a warmer kit as well. We also do a body kit, which is will be in the new fragrance, which is Starburst Sky, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know, what have you got the price of that, Lise? There.
Yeah. So the warmer kit that Nick just talked about is Amethyst Glow, Midnight Crackle, which I love all these warmers. I'm like so excited. Sunset Sands, the Pink Mirage Mini Warmer, and the Stargaze Mini. I think that Stargaze Mini is honestly amazing.
Years ago we had that. Some of you that have been joined in the last couple of years won't know, but we had a big warmer called the Nova, and it was like the Stargaze Mini that they're bringing out, and it's a bit like one of the diffusers, isn't it? One of the diffusers, I can't remember, they called it a different name.
I've got the diffuser over there. I can't
and it was so popular. It was like, when we started, it was one of our best selling. It just looks like a firework explosion, and although colourful and not really my thing, it was one of our best-selling warmers. And when they withdrew it from the catalogue, as consultants, we were like, what are you doing? And all the time, one thing is, people said, oh, do they do that in a little one? No, sorry. Well, now it's here. So another thing, if
2 years late.
If you are of old and you've got a workstation, you can actually type in Nova or whatever.
Stargaze.
Stargaze, but it was called Nova. So anyone that wanted the Nova or had the Nova, you could literally say, oh my God, look what's here. We've got a mini. So it's another way of promoting it. Or on your customer groups, I'm going to type in Nova and see what pictures and posts come up. And everyone that's commented or whatever, I'm just going to send them the picture and say, oh my God, look what we've got. So yeah, really excited about the warmers, going off a little bit there, but yeah,
sorry,
exciting.
That's my price, and they're £230 for all.
Right.
You do, as Nick said, you do get PRV on them. So again, if you've got a big order going in tomorrow, and you've got credit, you can play about with that as well, so that you can still, get your kit a little bit cheaper. There is ways around it. So then you asked, what was it, the body kit, Nick?
Yeah, then you got a body kit.
That's £36, and that's got a body wash, hand cream, and a hand soap.
Yeah, so that's quite good. And then you have a laundry kit,
which is wildflower laundry, £41 for laundry liquid and the washer whiffs.
And then you have the clean, which is the bamboo leaf and is it bamboo leaf and banana?
Yeah, banana leaf and bamboo. That's it.
Oh, that's it. I knew that didn't sound right.
£24. That's a bargain. That is well worth it.
Yeah.
And you only need to purchase to earn the is it month free of the incentive? It's one of these kits, isn't it? Oh no, that's in the other month. Ignore me. I'm about 6 months ahead of myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's registration SFR, isn't it, for February?
Yeah. And then we've also got the scent kit. And this is one probably most people buy. We've gone halves on this before, haven't we, Nick?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
£72.50, but you'll get one of all of the brand new bars that are coming. So bamboo and rainfall, that's lovely. Cake Me to Paradise, not so keen on that. Bit too bakery for me. Coastal Sun Fruit was nice. Evening Sky was lovely, bit like jammy timey, dashing. Pineapple and palm. I need to warm that because I think it's going to be a little bit like lemon blossom basil, I think. Pinkberry sandalwood, love. That's enough. Sipping poolside was a bit
beautiful.
Daydream.
I loved it. Yeah.
Sun castles.
Yeah, very summery. Very did you not like that one?
I can't remember what it smelled like off the top of my head.
Very I think summer sunshine, that kind of times.
And then you've got sunset citrus, that was like
lovely.
And very vanilla, and I didn't dislike that either, and I'm not a vanilla person, so
yeah, so they're really good scents. But again, you haven't got to buy them, they're just there if you want to buy them. There are so many kits and tools and everything available if you want to, but if you can't, then it's something you can get with credits and half prices in time.
Yeah, you can
from the first, if you buy them separately, you have to, this month we can only buy the kits. So if you do want to, if you can't buy the kits and you want to buy those waxes individually, you do have to wait till the 1st of March, unfortunately. So anything that, just say you wanted just the hand cream or just the washer whiffs or, just 3 of the waxes, you would have to wait till March. It is just the kits that are available in February. And I do believe they are limited, Lisa, aren't they? Because they have sold out before.
Yeah. They are limited.
So if you are waiting for payday or something or whatever, just be aware and have it in your mind that they can actually sell out because they have done before. Just be aware, that's all.
They will be available on your workstation, so they won't be on your PWS. Like Nick said, they're not available to buy for your customers. They are just for you. Now, there are lots of things you can choose to do with these kits. You can, if you decide to get the warmer kit, like I like to get the warmer kit. And last year I was like, I'm not getting it. And then I bought it right at the last innings. And I tell you why, for me, I like to get it so I can take my own photos, and I'm going to use them all this year. But I can take my own photos. I can put them around my house. I tend to find when I buy these things, personally for me, I sell more of them. And it's just, that's how it works for me. So waxes, you can make samples with all of those, same as the laundry liquid and the washer whiffs. You can use them, review them, make samples. You can get reviews in February. Honestly, there's so many different things that you can do with this. So yeah, we've had a sellout on catalogues before. That is very, and I will just say, I'm hoping they've made it more easier, but when you order your catalogues, if you're not doing the actual business tools kit, look for UK in the catalogues.
It's normally the last one at the bottom. It does go, I think, in alphabetical order. So I think you've got French, you've got Spanish, or French, German, Spanish. UK, Ireland is at the bottom.
I've had German.
We've all done it. We've all done it.
I've had German.
Spanish catalogue. But yeah, that was on my thing. UK, Ireland, that was a big
UK. And the thing is, when you're ordering like 4 or 5 packs of them, and suddenly they all turn up and they're all in German, you're a bit pissed. I'm not gonna lie. You're a bit pissed. But the kits are brilliant. I think they're
it's great tool.
I love that they give you PRV on these, because I'm like, what company would do that? Here, buy some kits that are going to help you with your business. Oh, do you know what? We'll give you commission on that as well. And I think that's, that's pretty special, especially. So if you do want to, and you could sell these if you really wanted to, you could sell them to your customers a month early. Like, I have got one of each product. I know people do that. If you choose to do that, you must do it privately, because if it's not available on your website, it's a personal special. So therefore it cannot be done publicly. So I will just put that out there. If you are going to sell whatever you've got here, you can do that, but it's got to be done privately. And you probably will see people doing it publicly. It's going to happen. Just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Ignore all. Okay, so I think that's the business tools all covered. Yeah. Now, something else that's going to be.
Are there any questions?
Is if you have checked the questions for me.
Katie, do you mean, when you said does this mean not at Fates, what do you mean, selling them in February? If so, I would be very careful.
Yeah.
Because I would be very careful. Because legally it's not compliant. So generally I would say no. Yeah,
I'm agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the other things that you are going to find on your workstation tomorrow is your join kits. And the join kit hasn't changed yet, although we may get a promotion. You never know with Scentsy. Quite often they're running a lot of join kit promotions at the minute. And this is the month to recruit. If you were going to sponsor a team member, February is the month to do it. And I'll tell you why. It is going to be double kit month. Okay, so which means you will get the kit that, say, I joined this month, I would have got the whole kit that has everything that's got autumn winter. So autumn winter waxes, all your testers, your catalogues, and all of your autumn winter kit. And then you also get spring summer catalogues, spring summer waxes, spring summer goodies on top. So it is double kit month. Normally, the double kit's normally in the host kit as well, isn't it, Nick? If I remember rightly, it's all.
Yeah, because they give you both transition sets, so you're getting all your you're getting literally the month to work in and the next season. So it is bumper kit, which is both transition months.
Yeah, really good month to join, because you could even things like, if you had someone that signs up, they can use all of those little testers for the month. And then they could, literally give them away to all their customers at the end of the month. There's so many different things you could do. Honestly, it's really worth signing up on the 1st of February.
And also, if you're starting in February, you've got 10% off everything. So for everyone that you're going to get excited about Scentsy, or they're going to get excited about Scentsy, it's 10% off virtually the whole catalogue. It's not all of the catalogue. So exclusions are normally Disney, charitable cause products, and whiff box. I think that's all on it, Lace.
Yeah, they're the only things.
Like licensed products, whiff box, charitable cause.
And
else generally.
What's the big bundle and save called? Perfect Scentsy?
Oh, Perfect Scentsy, yeah.
Normally they're not included as well.
No. But the other Scentsy one is the normal bundle.
Bundle and save, normal.
Yeah.
Scentsy system.
Scentsy system.
Well, it's called. But we're about here.
So it really is a good month, because they can work that month at 10% off for everyone, and then they get people hooked, and then they go, right, we've got a brand new season. So it's like it's really exciting. It's just exciting. It's so exciting this month.
It's my favourite month to sponsor, and you never know if Scentsy throw a join promotion in there as well. This is the time to do it. If you're going to talk about it, this is the time to go back to all the people you've sown the seed with and be like, okay, if there's a month to join, it's this month, because the kit is worth probably near on £450, thereabouts. And you can say that to people. You can be like, oh my God, like, it's well worth nearly 400 quid. If there's a month to sign up for 85 quid, it is this month. Even the host kits, it's a good month to do a host kit as well. So
Sorry, Louise has just said the Heart charity wall was sold out. Oh.
I'm just gonna tell everyone I got my ribbon for that last week. This
And I
week.
saw that. Well
Yeah,
done.
I had an order for 2 on my PWS. I couldn't
That's
believe it. I was like,
excellent. Yay.
it is at the moment. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a sold
really
out.
lovely one, actually. I'm surprised it didn't sell out quicker.
No, it's beautiful, that warmer.
Yeah.
And there's so many things that will start to sell out. And that's something else, guys. As we go into the February, as stuff sells out, it will be gone. So that's really, really important. Okay, so I think we've ticked everything off. That is everything about business tools. Is there any other questions about business tools or kits before we go into like how to work February?
Joining for free. So a question from Lisa. How do you unlock or offer join in for free? Is it using your credits? So
Yeah.
you do have to have a qualifying order of over 245 to unlock a host kit. And then that will obviously give you 24.50 off of that kit. So they then pay the remainder. Some consultants, if you've got, let's say you've got a £605 party, so you can still unlock that host kit, that gives you £61 credit. You can actually get that host kit like completely free, if you like, because that's going to use up £50 of your credit. And then what you get back off your customer is entirely up to you. Some people do offer cheap ones, so they'll say just it's £25. Some people offer all different prices. Again, that is a personal special. And it has to be done privately. So you can actually give a kit for free if you're prepared to give up your host credit. But I would say, yeah, speak to your sponsor really, or your director. They will talk you through it. It is quite easy, but you probably would need talking through it. I'd say at least, wouldn't you?
I've got a training somewhere on it that's really like step by step, so I can always send that to you as well.
Yeah.
I will just add on here as well. Just something else that just sprung to mind while you were talking there, Nick, was about Emily's asked, where's the sticker sheet? So things like your sticker sheet, and you're going to have a discontinued list. They will be available tomorrow, as will your new catalogue. You will be able to see the new catalogue tomorrow. So I'll come on to that in a minute. But all of those items will be downloadable in your what's the document called that goes on the workstation at the top of the news tab?
Planner, the monthly planner.
It's the monthly
planner ahead.
They will be there. You'll be able to scroll to the bottom and all of the documents that you need will be there. So the sticker sheet will be there, your discontinued list. You will probably have information on the kits that are available, images of new no, I don't think the images of new warmers will
not
just
not too much.
Marketing images, I think
maybe
March the 1st. But all of that stuff will definitely be on your workstation tomorrow. So you'll be
just one thing I've got, Lisa, as well, because it will go. If you are ordering, obviously, any tools and anything, you don't have to go into the consultant store and order it separately. It is all available, obviously, only on the workstation, but you don't have to do a consultant store order as well as an order. And I think the shipping is even higher on the consultant store. So you can have a look in the consultant store, what I normally do, and write down what they're called. Because sometimes you just can't find things on the workstation. I can't anyway. So going into the workstation like you normally would and just type in scented stickers and it will bring them up. You don't have to do a separate order on your consultant store. You can add it to a normal order.
Yeah, and that's a really good tip because the consultant store is expensive.
Yeah. And again, I've done it. I remember doing it when I first started.
Yeah, we've all done it. Okay, so going into February, it's going to be 10% off month. So how do we make the most out of February? And this is going to be like your PRV ideas. I'm going to give you some different things. And obviously you guys can share in the chat as well any ideas. Stacey, I know you said you're late. If no one catches you up in the chat, I will catch you up, and this is recorded so you can watch the beginning back, my love. So don't panic. We've got you. Okay, so your discontinued PDF is like, it'll be like a bit like, it'll look like one of these, and it will have a list. I haven't got an old one, but it'll have a list of all of the, have you got one there, Nick?
No.
I was thinking, if you got one, that'd be organised. But you'll have a list of everything that basically is discontinuing on the 1st of March. This list, this was, I'm sure, Nick, you and Amanda did this last year, didn't you? Is literally your Bible.
You can laminate it if
Yeah.
you want, so that it just stays. Put it in front of your computer screen or in your desk or wherever, and then you can, like as you do post, just tick off what you're posting. So you should really never run out of things to post in February.
Through February, that is your posts. If you are looking to schedule posts for the whole of February because you work, that is literally your starting point.
Bible.
Yeah, that's your Bible. So go through it. And especially, I would start with the most important products that your customers absolutely freaking love and make sure that they see that first. And then you can start to drop in things like oils, maybe if there's a diffuser going. I can't think off the top of my head what's leaving and what's not.
I actually do know warmer wires and diffuser wires because I have done it all here.
Well done, well done.
I have highlighted what is going. There isn't loads, so we'll just, obviously I won't go through wax. The enriched diffuser is going. The blissful butterflies, which is like a round, you won't get to see that on there, I don't think. This one up here, a round butterfly one. The blue twirl is going. Tiger jasper.
I'm gutted about that.
Obviously, the heart to heart would have gone because that's only a 6-month period, regardless of whether it's sold out or not. Emerald, which I did have in my my dining room behind me, but yeah, I've just had to send it back actually. The summer rain, golden sunset, unbelievable. Tilia. So that's the big warmers, right? An absolute shocker, and me and Georgie couldn't believe it. Lisa, you won't be able to believe it. Mini alabaster.
I knew you were going to say that when you said that.
Yeah. Which, you know, it's been around forever, but it is one of my best-selling mini warmers. Like, to start people off, it's kind of a classic. It's white. So the mini alabaster is going. So that's a,
Yeah.
that's
is the
a good
extra still there, though?
The big one's staying.
The big alabaster stuff.
Big alabaster staying.
I'm going to message Dan about that. I'm going to say, to him, what are you playing at?
Yeah, what's going on? So mini alabaster, absolute shocker. I can't believe that. Daydream is going, which is a little flowery one. Mod green, bye-bye now. And Love and Wishes, Pretty in Purple, and Take Me Home, which is the little house one.
Okay.
They are all the warmers that are going. 2 little mini fans, Mint and Silver. All of the Disney warmers. So the Mickey and the Minnie Disney warmers, Little Mermaid warmer, and the Mickey and the Minnie Buddies as well. And you'll notice in your catalogue, there is none of that in the catalogue anymore, of those ones. And then obviously the Disney waxes that go with, and all of the Disney wall fans, which, to be fair, is no surprise because they have been in the clearance and the sale. So obviously, if people are not buying them, they're just going to take them away. But yeah, so there's, you know, some shockers in there, but some ones that you know, there's absolute favourites that are staying, so that's good. But that is a good idea. If you have got product sheets and catalogues laying around, they have to go. They have to go out. So in every single order that you put out, if you've got these in the office, they need to go in every single order. And that's a great way, just a good way just to highlight them and get them in, just to get people's attention.
Yeah, I quite often print off the discontinued list as well.
Yeah, give them all the information
as well, because that works quite well. And I write on the top, discontinuing, or
just highlight it. Get highlighters. You know, it doesn't have to be professional and lovely stickers. Like, boom, you know, like, let's just get it out there. Better done than perfect and all that.
100%. Okay, so other little ideas, so things that you could do. Something that I do every single season that works really, really well is Bon Voyage bags, or see ya 6-packs. So you can make up a little image. If you search in the Scent Squad, there's loads out there. And basically you can set your price. I normally do like £10 bags, £20 bags, £30 bags. And basically I fill it with wax. And because we've got 10% off, you're going to get a 6-pack for £32.63 off the top of my head. Or a 3-pack for £18.67 off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember the numbers. And you can do, you know, give them a really good like size bag. Now what I would do is things like Bon Voyage, these are going, and then maybe give them a few stickers of something that's coming. So it's like almost like see ya to the things that are going and hello to something new. Or
Last chance, first glance, as
yeah,
the England always calls it.
definitely. And I'll come on to that one in a minute. But
Yeah.
things to do in these type of orders, like Bon Voyage bags, is make sure that you are adding something really important, which I had on my desk and now it got wet. Hold on, let me just grab a new one, another one.
Are you going to say Scentsy Club, Liz?
I am. So on in all of your orders, you must talk about club. On the back of these, Georgie made these, they're really cute. There's room to put your stickers, or you can just staple on samples. But in every single order where you are doing Bon
That is valid.
Voyage, so Bon Voyage means all discontinuing wax bars, basically.
Yeah.
You can put something about club in their bag. You don't have to put any stickers on this, to be fair. And then it's a follow-up message. If you love those bars, let's get them on Scentsy Club for you. If you love these bars, let's set you up a subscription. Now, if you don't know anything about Scentsy Club, go and watch my live that I did on my business page 2 days ago. I don't look very human in it. I'm not going to lie because I was a little bit tired. But go and watch it and make some notes or read this flyer inside out. Because basically, I went live with this flyer in front of me and I just talked about all of the points. Learn about Scentsy Club, why your customers should invest into it. Because if they love shimmer, like me, they can put that bar on Scentsy Club. They can always get that bar made for them forever. Okay. And if they can't live without it and it's their favorite, this is a great way for you to start getting people hooked on club. And this is the month to do it. If you're going to build up Scentsy Club, this is the month. I mean, I have one in 3 months, and my club is about 400 PRV in one of those months. Yeah. And for me, I don't have to worry about getting active ever. Every month I've got an active order on my Scentsy Club. So if I went away on holiday or God forbid I was in hospital, my account will keep running just on an active order that comes out on my Scentsy Club. And I mean, that is like, that's the dream, right? The dream is
money for nothing because you're not doing anything at all.
Yeah.
But it is now this is the month to absolutely bang on about club. And I've sort of been doing it. I do it sort of occasionally anyway, because I always use my club, and I'll always say this is one that I've clubbed. So I'm always speaking about club anyway to my customers. And I have done just recently, but saying, oh my God, like I love this one. Definitely, the clubbable. And I always, if I'm reviewing one, I'll say whether, oh yeah, this one's for a club or whatever. And I've got a couple of customers that do it as well, and they'll comment and go, oh yeah, definitely clubbable. So now February is the month to literally, on a lot of your posts, whenever you're talking about wax, say about Scentsy Club.
And not only that, if, say, for example, shimmer discontinues on the first day of the month because it sells out, let's just say, you can still add that to club for 30 days after it discontinues. So if that runs out midway through the month, you can still get those bars on club. So if someone's then disappointed, you can be like, look, we can still get you this. Let's add it to club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. The other thing that needs to go in all of your orders is, if you're not printing off that whole discontinued list, there will be loads of these flying around as of tomorrow for all the geniuses that make these up. I don't know who made this up, can't take credit for it, but again, because I was sending all my packs out yesterday, they all got the discontinued wax sheets. So you can do that little, you can fold them up. These can go in a little postcard envelope with, one of them can go in a postcard envelope as well. This can go in a postcard envelope, and these you can print out smaller, which I normally do. This is the biggest one I've ever done. And they can all go in a little tiny normal little bag to go in orders or in an envelope. So they are staples that you can need to send out this month. All in your orders, everything, just highlighting everywhere. 10% off, end of season, discontinuing scents, rave. If you've got any wax indoors, fluffy fleece, I'm going to be raving about. Because that is going to be one that I'm going to club, because I can't live without that. I will be raving about that. That will be on my club. So if you've got any waxes, warm them, speak about them, take photos, tell people you're going to club them, or stock up. If people really don't want to club, they can stock up.
And if you don't have a club, I urge you, just for this month, go and set one up, because when you actually then set it up and become a club customer, you understand it a little bit more. So I know you said, Gemma, you don't know how it works. Go onto your website, set one up. Even if you don't get to the point of putting your card details in, set one up, because it actually explains it all on there. It explains the perks, like the 10% off, or you get a half price item if it's over £73. You know, all of those different things, it explains it on there for you. So set one up and just you'll walk yourself through it, because I promise you, you won't regret it, because it just makes sense.
And then
Okay.
if your customers ask you, you can say, oh, yeah, no, that's right. And you can talk them through rather than going, oh, I haven't got a clue, which is fine. If you're new to Scentsy, then that's absolutely fine. We don't have to know everything. But, you know, for me, who's been doing it almost 6 years, I'd look pretty stupid if one of my customers said to me, oh, how do I do it? And I go, I don't actually know.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're new, that's absolutely fine. And say, right, let's learn together. I've been meaning to do one of these for ages. Now is the month I need to do it because I don't want to lose my wax. You know, give it all the big one. And then just set it up, and then you can help them. So yeah, for your customers' sake, do it so that you've got a little bit of an idea. If they ask a question and go, oh, I don't know what's next, or how do I put that on, then you can tell them.
And the selling point for this, right, guys? One of my customers went, oh yeah, I probably won't add cozy cardigan to a club. She went, it'll probably be back in like September. And I went to her, not necessarily. Pink Haze never came back. And she went, what do you mean? And I said, well, Pink Haze never come back. Well, she set a Scentsy Club up today for £23, because she said, oh, I can't live without it. So don't let people lead into that false sense of security that, oh, I can stock up for now, it will be back in September. We don't know that. You don't know. Like World Traveller, I know Dan said he's going to hopefully sort it out, but if that doesn't get sorted out, that might never come back.
Yeah, it's a huge, and there has been some shockers. Do you remember when they didn't bring back oodles of orange one year, and it was like, oh my god, like it's not come back, and so many people were like, oh, it's a staple, it's always there, and it went, and
That
you know,
very orange marmalade is the same, wasn't it? That was
yeah, there are some shockers that get pulled, and so don't think, oh, they'll come back in 6 months, because you just don't know.
Atlantic Air. I get asked for that all the time, like all the time.
Yes, Emily, you
Emily
can.
just said, can I have one of your Pink Hazes?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so something that you can plan in your customer group is, yeah, Pima Cotton, that was a shocker.
Yeah.
Is a last chance first glance party. So I would normally do this towards the end of the month. I wouldn't do this too early. And we will just say this, and we'll keep saying it. You're gonna see the new catalogue tomorrow. Do not show it to your customers until at least the last week of the month. I'll say it one more time.
I say 3 weeks, discontinue.
Yeah.
Last week, think about March.
Yeah.
Don't do it before. And even if you see other people, just don't do it.
Just
You're going
don't
to
do it.
kill February.
You will kill your sales.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of everything in the first 3 weeks. The last week, then you think about the new month.
100%. That is honestly, that is the best. If there's one thing you take away from this
Like
tonight, that is your takeaway. Okay. And however tempting it is to be like, go to your customers and go, oh my God, you're gonna love this. Don't do it, because they will not purchase in February. You've got to behave as if you're like Next or JD Sports or, you know, Foot Asylum. You've been looking at them trainers, you love them trainers, you buy them trainers. Yes, suddenly they drop down in the sale or whatever. It just is one, you've got to build. I always think of oh, my kids love Prime. And I think the way that their marketing and everything, it's all secretive. It's all, you've got to be more like that. You've got to be, you know, keep your cards close to your chest. It's a marketing strategy. We're in this to make money at the end of the day, okay? I know it's lovely to say to our customers, oh, this is coming, you're going to love this. Just keep the excitement, build that, build the suspense.
Because it absolutely will cut down the sales, you know, on waxes, because people think, oh, do you know what? I won't buy 3 Fuffy Feast. I'm going to wait and get some summer waxes. Whereas they don't, you know, it happens every year. And some of our hardened customers will think, oh, I know what's coming, like all new catalogue and all that. But some of them won't even think about that. They'll think, oh my God, 10% off, boom, Fluffy Fleece is going. I'll have 3 of them, please, or 6 or whatever. Don't kill it. 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week. Just keep that 3 to 1.
Yeah, Natalie, at the moment it's leaving until we're hearing otherwise. Okay, so a last chance first glance party. You could do this I personally think if you can do it in person, this is the way to do it. For me, it'll probably be online, because my last chance first glance parties have never been particularly successful, but that's just because my home parties in my home never seem to take off. I don't know why. They've just never really been big for me. So your last chance first glance, you normally do towards the end of the month. And what you do is you say, it's a last chance to order the old catalogue. And then I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at some of the things that are coming in March, which is why we don't do it until the last week of the month.
I'd actually say the last couple of days. All you want really is to give them some peaks, and if you've got some orders for the first. So I wouldn't even do it. I'd do it like really the last 2-3 days of the month.
Yeah.
That's when I would do it.
So you could do it online, and you could do it like a showcase. You could do it in home if you buy the warmer kits. Why not invite all of your best customers to your house, have everything set up, old warmers one side, new warmers that side. You could even have stock that they could take away if you really wanted to. So there's all different ways that you could do it. It's entirely up to you, but that showcase is a brilliant. I always do an online post with posts and stuff, and it always works well. So that I build an order, like you say, Nick, for the 1st of February. I would normally do that, as you say, in the last few days.
Yeah, and it is like take it as last chance, first glance. You're promoting it when you're doing your last order. So that would normally be, you know, if not the last day, then a couple of days at the end of the month. So think of it like that. When you're doing your last order is when you want to promote it, because it's like, right, those panic buyers that go, oh my God, I absolutely need those wax. And yes, let's have a sneak peek at what's new, because most of your month's virtually done. Yeah. So yeah, think of it, the last order you do is when you want to be doing your last chance, first glance.
Okay, so just a couple, these two things, you've got two different ways that you can do it, and I know Nick's done one already. So returning fave sample packs, and then you can also, which you can prep for March. So returning favorites might be things like, you might add waxes in there like kiwi fruit, my favorite that's coming back, or I'm trying to think of what else is coming back.
We've done it for the stickers that we had. So quite a few of the scent of the months that we've had. So if you've been buying the scent of the months for the last year, then you obviously know that you get the sticker sheets with them. So we had a Lower Orchid, which was a scent of the month. And obviously that's coming in a room spray and the wax. So that's a good scent. And actually, when I pulled that out of the bag, it's that one that I can smell. It's absolutely beautiful. So what other ones did we have? There was a few that we had as scent of the month. Oh, chamomile petals, is it? Or something? Yeah. Something like that, yellow one. There was a few that we had from just scent of the month stickers. So they're tools that you already have in your drawer at home. That is not going to cost you any money. They're no good sitting in your drawer. Get them out. And we did literally, like, we had so many empty sheets. Me and Georgia were like, yes, we've used all these tools in that, you know, and if it generates some sales, amazing.
And also, if you've got bars, if you've got bars as well that are in those returning, then you can also sample those.
Yeah.
And then you've also got, like Nick has done, like these waxes are leaving. So in February, you could actually have packs made up with samples, with stickers, waxes. These are leaving. Get them on your club or order them before they go. So they're good examples. GW earners. No, ignore that. Okay, so this one I love. So if you've got tester pots that look like these that are in your home, I've got a lot of tester pots, like, because of we've gone for a few transitions now. I did get rid of a load, and I seem to have still accumulated quite a lot. You just seem to. Why not find 3 babysitters a week for your discontinuing testers? So you could go through your pot, your pack, your bag like this, take out all the ones that are discontinuing, put them in a separate bag, and you're going to look for 3 different hosts per week. And if you could find somebody to have them, right, you're going to have them for 2 days, you get them for 2 days, you get them for 2 days, give them a discontinuing sheet, catalogue, product sheet, all your gumph that you want to get rid of, Scentsy Club flyer, really important, and ask them to do a review, and if they want to order any of the discontinuing waxes. So I love that idea. I think it's great if you can book people in. Even if you could find 1 host a week, that could be 4 potential orders that you could have. And remember, my host right now is sharing her waxes with her mum and her sister-in-law, so it can be like a party on the go. You don't have to be there for that to be able to happen.
My bag today has gone to a lady. I'd done a party last year and it was amazing. And they all work in a school. There's about 10 of them. One of them used to be a consultant through COVID times, and it was quite stressful. She was at the time of Obsidian Gate and lost a lot of orders and stuff. Anyway, she quit. But she still buys, and there's about 10 of these ladies that buy in a school. And so I'd done a party at home for one of them, and then they said, oh, would you come to the school and bring it all to the school? So I'd done a really simple setup in the school in November, I believe. And then one of them asked for the scent bag today. So I've dropped it off today, and I've said to her, look, if you can get any orders, ask the ladies in school, leave the bag there. You can have it for a week. And any orders, you can have the credits. So I'm hoping that will come back, and that might be a party order. I mean, amazing, just for dropping off. Obviously, they got all of that dump, all in there, the club, the discontinued, all of that jazz. And hopefully that comes back with an active order. Wallop.
If you can, Nick, will you put a picture of like what you put in that pack just as well in the scroll?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love that. So this one is a really easy one, and it's going to be the good old follow-up. Okay, and your follow-up might look different to everybody's, but there are different for those of you that have had PWS orders. You can go onto your workstation. You can go to reports. So that's the first button you're going to hit. Then you're going to click sales reports. And then you can search for the different scents that are, I don't know whether they've got a discontinuing button actually, but if they haven't, you can search for some of the different scents. So for example, World Traveller, because it's in my mind, and it will bring up every single customer that has ever bought World Traveller on your PWS, and then you can send them a message. This is called target marketing follow-up. Now, it may well be that you get your order book out. I don't know why I'm pointing in here because all my order books are behind me. There's like about 10 of them. I've got all my old order books here. I sorted all my office out today. I can't bring it out because I'm going to end up taking everything off the shelf. But you could go through old order books. You can go through old order forms, find particular scents that are leaving, and let customers know. You guys know your customers. This is called target marketing, and it is very simple follow-up. Hey, Nicola, just letting you know, your favourite scent, World Traveller is discontinuing. Do you want to stock up on it? You can this
Did
month.
give Dan a hard time at World Tour?
Yeah,
we have hopefully sorted it, but yeah,
did give him a hard time.
Give him a really hard time.
You can, and then I would throw in there if you want to order it this month, you can actually get 10% off on a bundle. And I would throw that in there because that is going to be the swayer, letting people know this month you can have 10% off on it. So
also the other way is, like I said earlier, by looking on your Facebook groups, just type up in the search bar World Traveller or Fluffy Fleece and see all the posts that come up, and literally write down all the names of people that have commented, bought bars before. I done this the year before last with Arctic Kiss, because I think the previous year when it was first scent of the month, it might even be 2 years previous, and I'm not sure, I can't remember now. I remember doing that, and I remember I sold like about 17 bars. And I typed up Arctic Kiss, and it brought all those people up again. So when it actually became a catalogue wax, straight away I had all those people to message to go, oh my God, you won't believe it, this has come back in the catalogue. So search Facebook groups.
You can do that keywords on WhatsApp and Messenger as well, by the way, because you can search for keywords. That's a really good way to follow up with people. I'm not organised, like Natalie put, I write notes in my phone too for my customers. I flipping love that, Natalie. I wish I was as organised as you. I wish I was more like Natalie. But you know, if you haven't done that, you can also search. So like I've just searched World Traveller. Straight away I've seen my friend Emma who ordered World Traveller. I will message her and say, you need a bar of World Traveller. Do you want me to add it on my next order? Because
she needs 10 bars of World Traveller.
Yeah, it might be that you message 10 people, even if all of them ordered 1 bar each. That's pretty much 2 6-packs that you've just sold. You're on your way to halfway to a
72 quid days.
So amazing. So that works really, really well. So you've got to use this month to do the follow-up and then throw the club question in as well. Do not forget about the club. It's a lot.
Make your post. This is the easiest transition month, is the easiest month to do your posts intentionally. Like you really can target people, and please don't see it as harassing people, or some people just got this thing go, oh no, like messaging people, it's too imposing. No, get rid of that. That is such a bad mindset. It is customer service. If you go on a website and something's sold out, the really good websites will say, right, pop in your email and we'll let you know when it comes back in. That is all you're doing. You're literally telling people something's going, or when something comes in, you're telling them. It is absolute gold customer service. You are not hounding people, you are not bothering people. You are literally giving a really good customer service. So just think of it as you are giving a brilliant service.
And that's really important. I mean, Nick just touched on that, as she mentioned email. This is the time to start really using. If you're going to vamp up using your email, do it in February. If you've never used emails before, this is the perfect opportunity to be like, right, I'm starting something new in February. If you're not on my email list, pop me your email, follow up with all of your customers that way, get on them, get their emails, add them onto your workstation, and then you can start sending emails once a week, letting them know, what your 5 best-selling discontinuing products are for the week, for example. They're the sort of things I'd be posting in my customer group anyway, looking for pictures that are like FOMO pictures, I call them, where they're like piles of one wax. That's how I sold loads of Pima cotton when it was leaving. I think I sold loads because I actually posted a picture. It was clothesline. It wasn't even Pima cotton. And I told my customers, Pima cotton's leaving. Look at all these customers that have ordered it. And I sold something like another 20 bars off the back of it because people were like, oh, hold on a minute, I'm missing out. What are they all ordering? So letting people know. I actually do that in my customer group quite often. I will say, and I'm trying to be really like intentional about this. Intentional is the right word. So if someone orders a 6-pack of wax, like I would actually put on my page, thank you so much for ordering your 6-pack of wax, including World Traveller that's leaving next month. So it's sowing those seeds. It's a sales post without it being a sales post, if that makes sense. Because I look at what Nicola's buying and I'm like, hold on a minute.
What's she got?
She's just bought a pomegranate prosecco. What's is that
What's
nice?
that all about?
And then
I'll
and
have some of that.
and seriously, that is
Yes.
it's how our brains work. We naturally want
Herd
to find what other
mentality.
people have got, right? So don't be afraid to do those things. And then as the month goes on, these aren't really ones for PRV. These are more like just some tips for like of things that I would do. Grab a catalogue, stick a sticker on the front that says Lisa's catalogue, and learn it. Go through the catalogue, learn what's new, learn how the language has changed, learn your bundle and saves. What do we offer now as bundle and saves? Like room sprays, a bundle and save, for example.
And mini fans and pods now is a new
Fans,
bundle.
pods,
Amazing.
yeah, all of those things that we've been asking for. So if you're not aware of these things, you need to get yourself a catalogue and start learning it. You also will get in your business tools, if it's not in there, it's on the workstation. You can get the training guide, and the training guide will have any info. I thought I had one down here.
It is included in the kit as well.
It is brilliant. So it's any info about new products that are coming, things that you need to know. I also think the training guide is literally your selling Bible, because you could take, so for example, don't know anything about the air purifier,
Gives you all
really don't know how to be compliant. Yeah, you can copy and paste what's in the training guide into your posts.
It also does give you little marketing tips as well, and it'll say you could market this like this, and it gives you a little idea. So it's quite, I think it's $2.50 if you buy it separately. It's worth it. It's a good little tool. But yeah, your catalogue is your Bible now for the next month.
When your catalogues come in, start to work out what you want your catalogue packs to look like. As Nick and I said at the beginning, ours are really simple. It's just a sheet of all of the waxes that are coming. They get a catalogue, and I normally do a little front sheet that says like my favourite things, my favourite top products. And I always include like something about joining a Sensi Club. And then that's about it. And I send those out in the post. But what I will start to do is make those as the month goes on. That's like my homework. I sit in front of the TV, making up my packs. I get as many made up as I can that I can physically afford to do. And then I send out, I know, Nick, I don't think you did it like this last year, but I did a drop form last year where I asked if my customers wanted a pack, they had to fill in their details to get one. I will do a training on that later on in the month, but I didn't just say, who wants one? You've got a comment on the post. I actually wanted them to put their details into the form. And in that form, I asked some questions like, have you ever considered joining? And it opened up some really good join conversations. It opened up conversations about club and all sorts. I will do a training on it. But you've got to make your customers work for the freebies. If you're going to be sending them something that's costing you money, make them work for it. Like, are they going to give you a referral, or, one catalogue in return for a referral? Why not? Catalogue pack, book a party with me, or book a borrow bag with me. There's so many different things you can do. Bribe your customers, okay?
Or towards the end of the month, if you've got an order going out to people, if it's in that last week, then I would give them out their pack that early and just say, as one of my VIPs, guess what you've got a week or you've got before everyone else. Keep it hush, but you're first to have the catalogue. So that when you're delivering or, you know, sending out your orders so that you're not double posting like I did with my flash sale and this discontinuing. I've left it till I can, and it's doing both in one. So, you know, be savvy about it. If you're in that last week and you've got orders, stick them all in them, because that's the cheapest way to do it. And most of my customers get their catalogues through that with their orders. They all get the digital one, because someone, again, these brilliant people that are out there that give us all these tools, will make the flip catalogue. So it's literally like a book. You've seen them before, and we will all have the link to that in good time to use that.
You could even do, if you order with me this month, as a VIP order, you will get a catalogue pack.
Yeah,
and it encourages people to actually order. And then that way you're not giving out your catalogue packs that are your money to people that are, I've got customers that are, they only order from me once every 6 months. And sometimes I think, well, I'm not going to send you a catalogue.
Yeah, and they'll go, oh, I'll have a catalogue. They ain't ordered for 3 years.
Yeah. And it's more because they're nosy and they just want a catalogue. Like, why send them one over someone that's ordering regularly? So if you wanted to, just say, with every order in this month, I will send you
like that idea.
a free catalogue pack. And I think, yeah, that makes them feel really special, because, you know, you're getting something in return. Make them work. Think of, oh, that's really not the right saying, but think you're like your catalogue, your customers a bit like your children. You're going to make them work for something. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. It's got to benefit your business if you're going to be paying your hard-earned money to send things in the post. So you could also do mystery wax bags. That was one of the last things. That's just a given. And I would also do, I like Bon Voyage boxes in February. So all my goodbye boxes are all about, you know, see you later, hello new sort of jobby. I think that's all I've got on this list.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think we've covered it all, really.
There's going to be more as the month
any
goes
questions?
I did like that. I did a games night when bingo was based on discontinued waxes.
Oh, wow.
Love that, Victoria. And it led to 3 new orders over £100.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh, I'll have can you do a post on that in the squad,
Yeah,
please?
that's good.
That's brilliant. So I know it's overwhelming. This is probably what I'm going to end on. When you wake up tomorrow morning, the same as on the 1st of March, it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to be a little bit like, I don't know where to start. Everyone's buzzing about ordering this and ordering that. What do I order? What do I do? Don't let it overwhelm you. Just, you know, do you. Okay, you don't need to order what Emma or Sarah's ordering, or you're looking at what Sue's doing and thinking, oh my God, I can't do that. You know, you just do what you can afford, and you make this business work for you. But this is probably one of the most exciting months of your year, if you ask me. I mean, flash sale months are great, but if you ask me, 10% off month, this is where you can go hard or go home. Like, you can go big this month. This is a great month to look for those referrals, all those referrals that I've been banging on about for the last month. This is the time to really suck them in and get them to bring in the orders for you, or have parties. You know, have your customers to have discontinued parties. There's so many different things you could do. Honestly, the list is endless. And you
want to say one last thing, Lisa, going with what you were saying about overwhelm and stuff. The big thing about World Tour, and for those that went, and obviously you've probably heard, Louise's big speech was all about simplicity and keeping it simple. And like Lisa said, don't get overwhelmed tomorrow. Keep it really simple. What do you need to work the month? What can you budget for? And just write it down. I need catalogues, I need the testers, and I'd like the product training guide. If that's it, that's it. You can get everything else later with credits and whatnot. Just literally write it down, and then it's there. And when you do your next order what you need to. Just keep it simple, and please don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah, don't get overwhelmed. Can I just say, I've had 2 different customers message saying that I'm not featuring on their news feed, so they've switched off notifications on it again, and it seems Facebook. Yeah, Victoria, do you know what I'm finding? I'm getting a lot of notifications from like 2 days ago or 3 days ago at the moment. Facebook's definitely going through one of its circles. I'm putting it down to the @everyone button, if I'm completely honest, but it is. Don't just rely on Facebook this month. If there is a month to really get out of your comfort zone using WhatsApp, email, text, I promise you, my business doesn't just get 4,000 PRV a month because I use my Facebook group. In fact, if I added up, I might actually test it this month and see how much PRV directly
Get
comes
from-
from my customer group. We're probably talking 500 PRV in a month, if that. The rest is literally coming, and we're talking, that's a lot of orders, is coming through messaging, WhatsApp, one-to-one messages, broadcasts, emails, you know, following up with people, all of those different things. That business page, Instagram stories, Facebook stories. I mean, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. I've actually just unlinked my Facebook and my Instagram story, which I don't know if this is going to be a disaster or not. Because I noticed so many people were responding to me on Messenger, and I was like, I want my Instagram to grow, so I need to have different things happening for people to visit both platforms, and that's how I've got to do it. So, you know, you've got to be prepared to get out your comfort zone this month. Don't just stick to your customer group.
Think of everything else as customer service. Don't even think of it as messages. Think, oh, I need to up my customer service this month. So think of it like that. It's not a message, it's customer service.
100%. Yeah. And you want to be the ones giving your customers all the exciting new information. You don't want them to see it elsewhere. You don't want them to see it with another customer. You be the one that's giving them that golden customer service that is bringing them into you. So, yeah. So I hope that helps. If I will put up a thread in the squad with questions for February transition. Sorry, guys, February transition. I will do that tomorrow. Yeah, and I think good luck. Good luck tomorrow morning. It's the
Enjoy.
first of Feb. Dan's like will be live a bit later on, and yeah, enjoy the first of the month. Let's go hard.
Yeah. And if you're not sure, just message us. More than welcome to drop me a message, or Lisa, I'm sure, or your sponsor or your director, whatever. If there's anything you're not sure about, just let us know.
Yeah, just let us know. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will pop this in the squad in the morning. I'll speak to you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.